Happy Friday, guys. I'm Vanessa.
I'm Eliana. You can say happy Friday.
My things are every Friday. Happy Friday.
Oh, you're fucking right.
We are your Vibe Tribe,
A place for the girls.
Join us every Friday where we talk about relationships, dating,
pop culture, and absolute randomness. This is exciting. This is our first episode. How do you feel?
You know, it's Friday. I'm ready for it. The year's almost over. You know, it's kind of a moment of like, what the hell?
Why not?
Why not at this point?
This was created yesterday. No, I'm just kidding. No. We're just kidding. But no, on a serious note.
It was created the day before yesterday, to be exact.
On a what?
It was created the day before yesterday, to be exact.
Pretty much. Honestly, I wanted to do this podcast and I pretty much created the name. But wait, I was just thinking about this. And I think it's funny that obviously our friendship is special and we like mesh well together and obviously we vibe well together. So it was just kind of natural that the name actually kind of was perfect for our podcast together. So we didn't plan it, but
for our beautiful friendship.
Exactly.
Should we talk about how we met? Because that's
yes. Yes, we should talk about how we met. Wait, I actually wanted to ask you what your story is about how we met. So I'm going to let you tell the story because everybody's perspective is different. So I'm going to let you tell the story about how we met.
I'm already just dying. Not because it's funny, but the fact that you're thinking about my perspective versus your perspective.
Yeah. And you need to give a little bio by yourself. Let the people know a little bit about who you are.
Well, that's pretty easy. I'm 24 years old. I'm just going to throw it together. Just throwing out my age.
Pretend this is a Bumble profile.
So funny though. Like, why is it that when people ask, like, tell me about yourself, the first thing I want to tell you, like, someone is our age. It's like we run through this like quick description of age, what we do. It's like embedded in our fucking brains. It's insane.
No, we're not talking about work here. We're not talking about what we do here. Just side note. That will remain a mystery to all. So talk about everything else.
Anyways, my name is, like I said, is Vanessa. I don't even know what to say. Tell me about yourself.
Come on, Vanessa. She's a Sagittarius. What else? Tell the people what they want to hear.
So I'm 24 years old. I will be 25 at the end of this year in December. So I am a Sagittarius baby, but I always feel like I'm a fake Sagittarius because I don't really come off as one. So I'm a huge homebody. Eliana will tell you my bedtime is like 9 p.m. Sometimes I'm in bed already by 8. So I don't really
call her and it's literally 8:30 and it's like dark when she answers the FaceTime and I'm like, what are you doing? I'm like, it's 8 p.m. I can't with you.
I'm one with my bed. That's just what it is. So, you know, I am free-spirited in the side of, you know, the Sagittarius, how they're free-spirited and all that, but definitely a homebody. So that's why I feel like for those of you guys that don't know, like rising signs and moon signs, they're very important to know because my moon is actually in Pisces and I feel very much so like a Pisces versus a Sagittarius.
Wait, what? I don't know anything about that. So why do you feel more like a Pisces? So like, what are the traits of a Pisces so that like the people know?
So Pisces are known to be very intuitive people and they are more like emotional and just very connected to emotions.
Yep, that's you.
Yeah. So that's definitely me, guys. So yeah, you know, just
and also the marshmallow. It's okay. You can say it proudly. And I'm Eliana. I don't know. Wait, how old am I? I am 26 years old. God, 26? It sounds horrible to say it out loud, to be honest.
You're 26. You're 2 years old.
I'm 26. I turned 26 in June. So I'm a Gemini. And I am a hard Gemini. I don't know what my sun, my house, I don't know any of that. But I'm a hard Gemini.
It is that like Sagittarius and Gemini like mesh really well, and this is why we're here today. This is literally it.
I do. I feel like we complement each other so well because I'm more like, I don't know. I feel like, I don't know. We just mesh well. Like I feel like I'm more crazy or like, but I'm also like a homebody too sometimes. I feel like I understand you because I have both. Like I have moments where I'm very extroverted, but then I understand how you feel because I'll have those moments too. Because,
Exactly.
my sign is bipolar. So,
Let's all talk about Gemini. So I'm just kidding.
yeah, no, seriously. Sorry. But okay, awesome. So here we are. We're your vibe tribe. Okay, you tell the story because I
Well,
can't tell.
I don't want to go too far back at the story, but I'm just gonna start off by saying that I started this job at this place
It was all downhill from there.
that I am not gonna name. So I started this job when I moved to Orlando, and I walk right in. It's a pretty big office, my first like real corporate job, and I sit down because I'm going to start, mentoring. So as soon as I sit down, I see. Wow, I stopped myself. I was gonna say I saw a brown little girl behind me. And I was like, "Where are you from?"
A beautiful brown woman sitting behind you. That's not creepy at all. See, this is why this story is being told in her perspective. I cannot. Okay.
Okay.
Continue.
So I made my way over and I sat down. I can't even talk without laughing now.
So creepy. I was just trying to sit there and do my work. I was probably like just having a hard day as usual. And then this girl behind me is just staring at me from behind.
I'm ready. I'm
Okay.
gathering myself again. So I sit down with Ada, and then I'm talking to Ada, and then I see Eliana behind me, and I feel like you turned over first, and you had asked me, "Oh, like where are you from?" I'm pretty sure that's how it went. You had asked me first, and I was like, "Oh, I'm from Venezuela," and she was like, "Oh, me too," and I was like, "Yes, I already made one friend. I don't have to make any more friends."
Connection.
Freaking corporate America, because I mean I don't want to be like mean or like but it's not really like it's not that it's hard for me to make friends because I'm very friendly and I'm really outgoing and stuff. It's that I have very limited friends and I don't really like to keep a big group of friends, like have a large, a lot of friends. So the fact that I made one friend that first day of me starting, I was like, oh, this is it. I choose you, Pikachu. I chose you.
I'm dead. Yes. Didn't we go to lunch the first day that we met? Like we were like, oh, what are you doing for lunch?
No,
Did
I think
we?
I went to lunch with Sam and Ada.
Oh yeah, because it was like your like introduction to the company lunch or
Yeah.
whatever. True. I honestly don't remember after that though.
Me either.
Okay, so I'm gonna tell a story in my perspective. Pretty much the same thing. I remember you like walked in and I was like, oh, she's like cute. She had like a nice outfit on, which for me, I'm like very judgy on appearance. I know that sounds horrible. Not like looks, like if you're pretty or not, if you're put together, because there's a difference. You can be ugly and put together, and you can be pretty.
The day that I was put together.
Yeah, well, I mean, it was her first day, so. But I remember super put together, and I was like, oh my God. Or I don't, no, I didn't talk to her. I made that just like, that was my thought process. I was like, okay, she's put together, she's cute. I was like, okay, maybe I'll be friends with her. I was like assessing the possibility. And then as she was talking to our friend Samantha, she was like, oh, where are you from? Like, oh, well, I was born in Venezuela. I literally less than a second turned around and I was like, Venezuela. I was like, well, what a coincidence. Me too. Instantly, I was like, this bitch is my new best friend. I was like,
yeah, you're right. How did I
literally turned around because I'm a psychopath and I was like, I was overhearing your conversation. And then you said Venezuela and I was like, oh, wait, I'm from Venezuela.
That is so funny. That's exactly how it did happen. How did I not remember that? I like drew blanks in my head.
I also didn't have a lot of friends in the office at that time because I also don't have a lot of friends. I'm a very like critical person. Like I judge people like on their character. I feel like I make up my mind on what someone's like, and so if I already have like a bad impression of you, like that's it. Like we're not going to be friends. You know what I mean? Like I'm very big on not forcing relationships. Like I either vibe with you or I don't. That's it.
Yeah, and that's how I am. I'm more of like, if you're genuine, I have really great intuition. So when I first meet someone, like I know if you're genuine or not. And the moment you're not, like there's just no coming back from that. Like I won't
Yeah.
put my energy into you. I'm very selective of the energy that I put into people
Right.
and to literally everything in my life.
And then I think we went to lunch or something like that.
We started going to lunch every day at the lunchroom. We sat
Yeah,
every day
fat
together.
ass. Yeah, and we would have lunch together and then we would just like talk and like learn more about each other. And yeah, we just like freaking vibed. I don't know. We just hit it off. And we are pretty similar. We have a lot of like similar interests and like the goals that we have in life and stuff. So, yeah,
The rest is history.
the
Here we
rest is history. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Wait, so I wrote down a question that I wanted to ask you.
go.
Here we go. No, just kidding. No, I actually thought it would be interesting to ask you. So, what was your first impression when you met me?
Oh, I thought you were super beautiful. You were like so put together, and I was like, oh wow,
I feel
she's like
beauty. I'm just kidding.
literally beautiful. I was like, oh shit, okay. And I
That's
love pretty friends. I have a thing for pretty friends. I don't know if that's weird or not, but I do. Like all my friends are literally beautiful. So
You attract what you are.
right. I mean, I would think so, right?
Well, other than my beauty, I mean like my personality. Like so like when I first started talking to you, what
Oh
did you think?
no, I literally was like, oh, you're super genuine, and we're gonna be BFFs, and you're stuck with me, and that's what happened.
Okay, you wanted me to hear my impression of you? You're like, oh God, I'm just kidding. Well, same thing. I already told you. I was like, oh, she's so put together. That's like my one thing. I feel like for me to be your friend, I have to be like not attractive. I was like, that's a weird word. That's not what I meant. I meant more of like you have to like impress me in some way. Like I have to be like, oh wow, like that's interesting. Or I have to like either feel like I'm gonna learn something from you or like someone that's like engaging or someone that's like gonna motivate me as well. So I feel like I like felt that from you. I was like, oh, like this girl's like really like a go-getter. She's like ambitious, and I was like, that's awesome. Like that's the kind of people that I want in my life, like around me. So yeah, I thought you were very ambitious and also put together, and I was like, oh my gosh, she's so cute. Let's be friends. You were kind of weird though, because she is.
No, I am. I'm a
Yeah.
little, I'm a little out there.
She's
No,
awkward potato sometimes.
I'm an awkward potato sometimes, guys, and it's okay. Like I'm okay with it. This actually reminds me of like, so I have my boyfriend Brian. When we first started dating, I'm just gonna give you like this backstory because it's actually really funny. It has to do with this. We went out
Don't
for
give too much because that'll be a whole other episode.
yeah, no. I'm just gonna give a really quick one. We were like I don't know a couple months into the relationship, and he took me out to like it was like this like lake, and we were kind of walking by it, and we're like walking hand in hand, and I'm like just dead silent, like just silent, and he like starts asking me because he's such a talker. He could literally talk for hours, like just never
Accurate.
stop talking.
Reminds me of someone.
Oh yeah, literally our boyfriends are the same. But anyways, he goes, "Are you like mad at me?" And I'm like, "No, I'm just enjoying your company. Like this is just who I am. Like what do you
Because
mean?
you weren't talking for like 20 seconds.
We've been talking for like a good maybe a minute, 2 minutes, but I mean, I was like, is this weird? Am I weird? Is this not normal? Do people just fill air with their words?" So
Yeah,
yeah, that's basically who I am, guys, in a nutshell.
that's pretty funny. You are. Actually, there were so many times. I remember when I first started hanging out with you, and I would go home because obviously my boyfriend is also my best friend. So I go home and I'm like, so I met somebody. And I'm telling him, I'm like, okay, so I hung out with Vanessa, and it's like, I don't know if she like is awkward or if she doesn't know how to talk or if she's just not a talkative person. And now that I know you are a talkative person, but you are like when you're done talking, you're done talking.
Yeah, it's very much that. I just feel like, first of all, I get tired of talking too much. Do you, like, I don't understand how
This
people don't get
podcast.
tired of talking too much. Like, I can do this, but
But this is with intention, so it's
right,
different.
but for moments. It's not gonna be like my job, my actual job, my real job. I talk all day.
Right.
So for me, it's like I just want to relax sometimes. I'm very much like want to be in the moment, want to enjoy your company. Like I don't want to have to feel like I have to say stuff, for it not to be awkward. But usually with people, they feel awkward. It's like, oh, you're not talking. Like why?
Yeah.
You know? So I don't know. I feel like that should maybe like people should kind of take that into consideration and kind of realize that too, and start feeling like you're actually in the moment, and be present in the moment
Wait,
versus
where has this gone to?
yeah, no, this is a little mental health moment, guys. It's
No,
okay.
that's true. I agree with you.
It's okay if you're awkward like me and you don't want to fill the air with just words that has no meaning. It's okay if you're just
Damn.
wanting to just enjoy your company and your time with other people.
Damn, that was deep.
They got real deep real quick.
How did we get here?
We need to get out of here. Get out of here.
Honestly, that's true though. It's hard, but there's very few people that I can just be quiet with.
And
You know what I
that's
mean?
hard.
Not talking.
And that's hard. But it's like it's so crazy because you can be quiet. I'm just gonna give another brief. I have one of my other best friends, Luli, and I kid you not, you know how we hang out? She comes over, we sit outside on my patio, and we're like silent for a good moment. We talk a little bit, and then we're silent again for a good moment, and we leave so refreshed. Like I don't know how to explain it to anyone, but it's like you just feel like heard, like understood, like you just feel like someone's sharing like your same thoughts and your same, you know what I'm saying? Like you just feel
Yeah,
like
you're like in the moment together.
it's just so perfect. And then you just feel so refreshed after and you're just like, okay, I can do everything again now. I'm like good, back to reality.
Yeah.
Super weird, but it is what it is, right?
Yeah. I mean, I'm uncomfortable by silence sometimes.
Oh, so
But it just depends. It depends on the setting. It's funny, my boyfriend's the same way though. He'll talk if it's with intention about something he's interested in, but like he doesn't just talk to talk. And there was a lot of moments too that I would be like, why aren't you saying anything? He's like, what do you mean? We're just hanging out. I'm like,
exactly.
well, I guess we don't have to talk. You're right.
Exactly. I
It's
love
true.
that.
True, true, true.
Anyway, I did want to throw a little what is this pop culture? Guys, I'm the worst. I'm just giving you a heads up now on our first episode that I basically live under a rock and my friends tell me what's going on in the world. That's basically what happens. Like all the
Except
drama.
you still watch reality TV sometimes.
I don't watch like Real Housewives. I don't watch. That's a no for me. I'll watch Bachelor in Paradise, which was my next question. Um, how do you feel?
About what's going on in Bachelor in Paradise?
How has the show made you feel? And
Okay, first of all, who was the girl who confused Dave Spade or David Spade? I don't even know his name. But she confused him. She said Dave Chappelle. Like, what did she say? She's like, Dave Chappelle. And I'm like,
yes.
what? How could you confuse those two men? I literally was like, also, like, what, how old are you? Like, how do you not know who Dave Chappelle is? I was just so
Or how you
shocked.
throw the names out so effortlessly without really knowing.
I was shocked. That was hilarious. I died. That was my favorite moment of the first episode because we can only talk about the first episode because that's as far as I've gone.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
I gave you a task to finish watching all of them.
It's a lot. It's mentally, my job is mentally draining to sit there and watch these people. I thought it was really good and I'm excited and you better not ruin it for me.
No,
Let's just talk about the first episode. There was some good stuff on the first episode, no?
I can't even
Who do
remember.
you think is the cutest that's on there right now?
What?
Who is the cutest guy that you think is on the show?
Here's another thing about me, guys. I suck at remembering names.
Just describe what they were
Um,
wearing. Do you remember that?
yeah. It's the Spanish looking boy with the curly hair, but he's like a player, so like he might be
Wait,
good.
the one that had like the Hawaiian, like Miami kind of shirt on?
Yeah. I forget his
Miami style
name.
shirt.
It's weird because I don't even have a type. I don't
I
have a
thought he
type.
was cute too, but he does look extremely douchey.
Yeah, like a pretty boy. I hate pretty boys. So like I can't even say that is fine. Like there's just no one else I would be attracted to there. So
Yeah, I'm trying to think, and I didn't really like anybody on the show either, to be honest.
honestly, like
They
if
were
you
all kind of disappointing.
no one, I would say no one. Like no one stood out to me and was like, wow, you're really good looking. Like no.
Yeah, none of them are my type, to be honest. They're all a little bit too pretty boy. Um, there was one guy that I feel like was kind of cute, but even so, maybe because I'm in love, I don't know. No, but like I know when a guy's attractive, I'm attracted to him, but like maybe I'm like extra picky now. I don't know, but I didn't think anyone was attractive. I love all the girls though. There's so many girls that are hilarious on there and I'm obsessed with.
Listen, all I have to say is, how the hell did Queen Victoria make it back on the show?
She looks really good though. I can't
Honestly,
even take that away from her. She's
honestly,
crazy. Like she's batshit crazy, but she looked really good on the show.
that's fine. Looks and all, she's crazy. She's crazy, and that's all I have to say. Like, I have nothing nice to say, so don't
I
say anything.
mean,
So,
why did she do some crazy shit on the second episode? Because the first episode, she seemed like she was handling herself well.
no, she's even when she talks.
No.
No, it's literally when she talks. Any words that come out of her mouth, you can. It's embarrassing. I'm embarrassed for her.
I know. It's really weird that those people that are like refer to themselves as like something like a pseudonym or whatever it's called. Is that what it's called? A pseudonym? Like they're like, I'm the queen, or I'm like Scott Disick, like they have a personality disorder or something.
No, and the worst part about this whole thing is that I don't know if I don't know if it's on the first episode or not, but she starts talking about like energy and like her like healer
Positivity and good vibe.
that she goes to and all this stuff. And I'm like, you obviously did not get your money's worth in these sessions, because when you go to these sessions,
Not work for you.
no, because I actually go to this stuff and you're just supposed to be a genuine person. Like that's just the number one thing you should be in your life. And especially going to like a healer and like
I
getting
think
energy.
genuinely bad shit.
Yeah,
She's like
all of
crazy.
that stuff, like that should make you like grounded. It should make you a good person, like, you know, aware of other people's feelings and, you know, aware of your own feelings. But instead, she does the same thing as always. She always attacks people, and then when people
Yeah.
give her stuff back, she's literally like, well, it's you, like you're like they like she reverses it and makes it seem like it's the other person that's attacking.
Yeah, she's definitely like there's something wrong with her. There's something wrong with her.
But anyways, we're not
But
here
I
to
mean, all of that's always like like it's a front for something. She's either has to be like insecure. It has to come from somewhere that like need to like put on a show for people. So
right. Or you never know if it's like the Bachelor that, you know, has her contracted to do this role. So,
right, like they liked her craziness, and so they were like, "We need you to keep doing it."
right.
Maybe reality TV is all fake, from what
That's
I
why
hear.
I don't want
Even
to
though
like
I get
talk
fully
about,
invested in it.
but like that's why I don't want to talk about like her. I'm talking about her in the show because I don't know her outside of the show.
True.
So I don't know if she's
Very
actually
true.
is a genuine person and is like all these things, and then she's just has this facade on the show.
Yeah, I like to be a certain way. Okay, so let me know if you picked up on this. The girl with the champagne bottle. Okay, did you not like feel like she was flirting with the host? When she walked in, I had like a weird energy like between them. I'm like, is she flirting with him?
I didn't really catch the flirting. I just think she's really awkward. Like I thought I
Maybe.
was awkward.
And maybe they were both awkward and then they were like vibing on that.
Oh yeah, like they went on that train, the awkward train, 100%.
Maybe it was the awkwardness and not flirtiness. I was like, do they know each other? It seemed like they like knew each other from before, and I was like, I don't
I
know, I
don't know.
picked up on something.
Maybe, who knows?
Maybe I'm just reading into this too much. On reality TV, I'm like, I'm fully invested. Oh gosh. But honestly, nothing like super exciting. The first episode was kind of boring, to be honest.
Yeah, the other ones get better. Someone else comes into the show, it gets
Wait, how
crazy.
many episodes are out already? Why am I so behind?
Like 3, you're very behind.
Gosh, I have so much to do.
Just put it on while you're working.
No, why? Because I'm working. I can't watch it while I'm working.
Hmm.
Okay, well, I did actually want to talk about like where we are right now because I feel like my life has changed so freaking much in the last month. Yours has too, though. Like since we met, like our friendship, like I was thinking about like where we were in our lives when we first met and like where we are now, and I feel like it's so different. Like literally completely different.
It is.
I live in California now, San Diego. I haven't explored anything, but you know, I'm still living my best life.
Guys, she left me to go across the country.
I know all of our sessions are going to be via Zoom.
Yeah, it sucks. It sucks because you guys know I literally don't have a lot of friends, like I said. So when you lose like one out of your like 4 or 5 friends,
You didn't lose me. I'm right here.
but you're very far away. I can't just call you
Not
and be
we're
like, "Hey,
far.
let's go to dinner. Hey, let's go do this. Hey,
But
let's
to be honest, we never really hung out in person that much because we always were doing a lot of stuff. So I
I
feel
mean,
like we still FaceTimed all the time.
we do FaceTime every day, but on weekends, I feel like we did. We did some pool
Yeah,
days. We did
that's
some
true.
dinners. We did like, just a
That's
bunch of
true.
things. Like I don't have that
Yeah.
anymore.
I'm still fully trying to convince Vanessa to move out here to San Diego
Guys,
because it's incredible.
convinced my boyfriend to move to San Diego.
I just like Florida is, and no offense to anyone listening, but Florida is literally the armpit of the world. It's horrible. It's humid. I do not thrive in the humid environment. I become bitter. I don't want to leave. I don't want to look dress cute. Like I just want to stay in my house and cry.
Yeah,
And
honestly,
here, I just want to frolic. Like I'm like, do you want to just go and get a boba? Okay, let's go. I just like don't want to be home, which I do sometimes want to be home, but I want to be out more.
I love that for you. Yeah, honestly, I honestly would move, but I'm
I
also
know
very,
you would. You
I
would
know
literally pack up your bags like without even thinking about it.
I
Well,
100.
except for your mom.
That's what I was gonna say. That's the only thing. Like I'm very attached to my mom, but I'm like, you know what? What's 2 years? Like I can go somewhere for 2 years and make my way back here again. Like I totally do that. So
Yeah, it's hard. It actually hit me. Mom, if you're listening, I miss you.
aw,
She will be listening to this. My mom will be listening to every podcast episode. If this was a live thing, she would be listening right now.
I love that. Mom
My mom
support.
is like my number one supporter. I love her. She literally reposts all my videos. I saw it today and I was like, you're the cutest.
Mom
She's
supporters are the best, guys.
literally. But it really did hit me like maybe last weekend or this week. I had a really hard week at work this week. It freaking sucked. And I don't know, I was like sad. I got like sad that my mom wasn't here and I felt like I needed her. And then I called her just to like talk and she didn't answer. And I was sad. And I was like, why aren't you answering? I was like, you don't need me. And
That's
then
the
she called me and it was fine. But it was weird. It's weird because like, even though we never really, like we were 30 minutes apart from each other, but we really didn't see each other like maybe once a month. Like I didn't see my mom that often, but we would talk like pretty much every week, if not every other week. But now since I've moved, I feel like I talk to my mom every other day now.
Well, I FaceTime my mom every single day, guys, and multiple times a day. So I'll FaceTime her in the morning,
I
then I'll do an
can't.
afternoon FaceTime, and then a night FaceTime.
I'm
And that's probably very excessive, but like
yeah, you're attached. Oh my God.
I'm really
You FaceTime your mom every single day?
every single day, like
I
multiple
used to
times.
do that in college, but I feel like now I'm just like exhausted, and sometimes I really don't have like the
Yeah.
mental energy to sit there and talk to someone.
I don't know. I love my mom. She's like my best friend. So
True.
when you don't
I love
answer,
my mom too. Is she my best friend? I feel like she is, but like in a much older way.
yeah,
Like me and my mom aren't don't have that relationship where we like share intimate details about our lives. I just basically will talk to her about like I actually like ask her for advice and stuff. You know what I mean? And I give her advice now too. But we're both very private people, so
yeah, that's also the thing. Like I'm not. My mom knows everything about me.
yeah.
So, but I don't know. Me and my mom just always been really close, and she's like one of my five friends. So,
So technically you have four friends
I
and
know.
your mom.
I'm like, I think I have more friends than that, though. I'm pretty sure. It's just,
Sure. Just kidding. You have more friends than me. I actually don't have any. I do have friends, but all my friends have kind of drifted apart. Like they all live in different cities. And so it's like life, and it's hard to like, but I love them. And when we hang out, it's like normal, but
that's
I
usually,
also don't have that many friends.
yeah, it's just hard. But anyways,
Oh, well, I am back. Well, if you don't follow me on social media, if you do, and you're creeping and you're listening to this, I feel like inspired again, which is really good, like where I'm at. So I'm excited to do like more videos about like San Diego and hopefully like more fashion videos and stuff of like the clothes that I'm wearing and like just what I'm feeling comfortable in and stuff. Because honestly, for a while, I feel like I was getting caught up in like trying to stay on trend and like trying to wear clothes that were super trendy and like they're wearing this, so I'm gonna wear it too. And I feel like now I'm wanting to just kind of like make my style that it's like for me. You know what I mean? Like what I feel comfortable in, and then that's what I'm gonna be showing. Not necessarily like the 90s or Y2K fashion or whatever is happening nowadays.
wow, I'm not involved in anything. You like named all of this, and I'm like, what is that?
You don't know what Y2K fashion is?
No.
It's basically like kind of like 70s style, but then it's also like high school, like childlike, like cropped graphic tees that are like little kiddish, like the necklaces that are like little girl necklaces that girls are wearing now, like full ass adults. That's like Y2K fashion.
Wow.
You can literally go on Amazon and put Y2K fashion. Go look at it. Go do that right now, actually.
I just learned something new today. How you're supposed to learn something new every day? Like, this was my thing.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Are you really not? You need to like get on TikTok.
No, yeah. I live, I'm telling you, under a rock. I don't know what goes on in life. That's why I have friends to fill me in into what I need to be getting, doing, seeing, everything.
Well, I was on TikTok per usual. I was just scrolling and someone, and I thought about this. Somebody was saying that like you can make anything a personality trait. And I thought it was funny that it's like, okay, so basically a personality trait can be like, okay, do you put your shoes on standing up or sitting down? Like just the way that you do things, you can make it into a personality trait.
I
So
think,
like, okay, if you drink iced coffee versus hot coffee, that's a personality trait. Like, oh, I drink hot coffee, not iced.
how is that a personality trait?
Like you can make it into a personality trait. I was like, oh, people that drink hot coffee are this way.
Okay.
So how do you drink your coffee?
Um,
You drink your coffee hot, don't you?
yeah, but I mean, I also drink it cold. It just really depends on the kind of mood I'm feeling that day.
Yeah, that's a personality trait.
Yeah, that is my personality trait, though. I'm not very like one way or another. I'm very whatever floats my boat this day.
There you go. There you go. That's a personality trait. There are people that are like, no, I only drink coffee hot.
Nah, life is too short to just be one way. You have to explore all kinds of ways, guys. That's the way to do it.
Life's too short to have structure in life.
Yeah. Why have structure? We're all gonna die.
Oh no, let's not take it that route. God. Okay, so let's talk about this. My boyfriend and I last night had the most intense conversation.
Oh God.
Why'd you give me that face? You were like, what is she about to say?
Are you guys gonna have kids? Are you getting married? What kind of intense
No,
conversation?
no, no. We were arguing about life decisions. Not arguing, we were having a debate. We always have debates about like
Hold on. I love how girls,
what?
I don't know if it's all girls, but like how we say, oh, we were having a debate, but in reality it was an argument, but we're just trying to like talk it
I
down.
mean, it was an argument, but like not yelling, right? We were talking calmly and we were each making points.
Oh,
I am the type of person, huh?
I love that.
Yeah, we were having an argument, which I don't want to get into it because I guess it's a little political, but it's about we were having the argument of whether I don't even want to bring it up because it's too scandalous. The topic is a little too scandalous for this pod. I just thought it was funny that whenever me and my boyfriend argue or we like are debating something, I always get mad. Like I just can't help but get mad. And he's like making points. And I know like I have this face that I'm just like, oh yeah, what's your point? Like go ahead, because what you're gonna say is wrong anyway. Like it's so hard for me to not get mad, but I've grown. I've definitely grown because I used to get so angry and I would get mad. But now we can have debates, but it's like I always get mad. It's so hard for me to like argue something when like the other person's opinion is just so wrong in my eyes, obviously.
Exactly. That's what I was gonna go for. I was gonna say, I think it's really just depends because a lot of the times when you feel like you're always right, it's hard to hear other people. And
Yeah, me.
no, like my entire family is like that. You literally we have to be like on defense because if you don't know your facts, like don't talk. Like that's literally what it is in my
Right.
family. Because if not, we'll go like everyone will come after you and be like, well, you're wrong because of this, this, and this, and you just feel like an idiot for even like saying anything. So
Yeah, no, I make arguments just based on my opinions and
not on fact.
this is the trick. Talk like everything you say is fact. That's how I live my life. I'm just like, no, this and this. And my boyfriend's like, that's not true. And I was like, yes, it is. I read it somewhere.
I talk the same way. I'm like so assertive. You sometimes like people will look at me and be like, "Damn, like she knows." I'm like, "No, man, I'm literally
And
grabbing
then later you're like, I don't know what the
what
fuck I was talking about.
It's literally what I do."
Oh my God, that's so accurate though. But okay, well, we have to wrap it up soon. So
Yeah.
any last words
Well,
for the vibers, the tribers, the vibe tribers? I don't know what you guys are gonna be called.
I know.
As of right now, we have 2 listeners, and it's both of our moms.
Is this live?
What do you mean? Is this live?
Oh no, you're saying playbacks. Our moms are gonna listen to it. Got it. I have a slow
Yeah,
mo.
like those are our only listeners.
Yeah, I
Like
had
when we upload it, but we will be uploading to all platforms. So we're going to be on Spotify. We're going to be on Apple. Whoever still uses Apple Music will make our way there.
Wow, I use Apple Music. Thank you
I
for.
know. Oh my God. See, that's a personality trait, whether you use Spotify or Apple Music.
I have
There
both.
you go. Yeah, that's even weirder.
No,
That's a personality trait. There you go. You can't make your decision on if you want hot or ice. Now
yeah.
you can't make your decision on if you want Spotify or Apple Music.
Can you tell I'm a very
Pick
indecisive
one.
person? Can you tell I'm a very indecisive person?
Yes, there you go. Personality trait right there. I was right. You can make anything into a personality trait. This is incredible.
Well,
Give your socials. Where can they find you, Vanessa G?
Vanessa G, don't you dare.
Vanessa A?
Vanessa, just Vanessa.
Oh gosh, this is another personality trait. She just wants to never be found. She wants to be as low key as possible, but be well known at the same time. That doesn't make sense.
That is literally me.
You can't do both.
You just like uncovered my entire life.
That's you, literally you. Wow. You're like always in the middle. You're like, I don't know which way to take, left or right. So I'm just gonna stay right here.
It's literally right in the middle. where no one can find me.
Comfy and safe. No, where can they find you, Vanessa?
Okay,
Your handles.
my Instagram is Vanesita, and that's. Am I going to spell out here too?
Yeah, spell it out so people can follow you.
Okay, so it's VANESSITAA _.
She's cute, so go follow her.
That's and that's all I'm putting out there.
She also has an amazing blog.
Oh yeah, I should also put that out there. I forgot about that. That's pretty important. My blog is called Living Cosmic, LIVING Cosmic, COSMIC, and it's a great place, for the girls. You talk about a bunch of different things that you need to buy, relationships, and just everything. Honestly, it's created to be a safe space where you can just go to read and feel like you relate, with everyone else. So it's not like you're always on your own, and so that you're not going through, all these things in your life by yourself. There's other people going through the same thing. So very good place for that. And then for Eliana, you guys can follow her at
on everything. No, I'm just kidding.
If not for her personalities, then that's what it is. Like, follow me now, bitches.
Literally. I'm like, follow me on all platforms. I'm just kidding. No, but seriously, on Instagram, my @name is Oh Hey Ellie, which is really weird. Don't come after me. I literally made that name in high school. But I kept it, true to myself. My @name is OHAIELI. So @ Oh Hey Ellie. And then you can find me on TikTok having a blast. And my name on TikTok is Eliana.Armas. Also on YouTube as my name, Eliana Armas. But yeah, guys, I'm super excited. We're going to be hanging out every Friday. So tune in next week.
Yeah, and we'll come up with really good topics, some spicy topics for you guys every Friday.
Every Friday. We're going to bring our friends on here too. I know we said we really don't have any friends, but we do actually know people. So we will be bringing.
So yes. We will be bringing them on because they are how do you say this? What's the word that people use?
Your friends are wild. So they're going to have like such juicy dating experiences.
No, I'm already calling out.
Stories.
Already calling out. Rosemary Ortiz, prepare yourself, honey. Prepare yourself.
We're going to bring people on here, whether they want to be anonymous or not. So actually, listen, if you are listening and you have a funny story, a funny dating experience, or something that is hilarious and you are open to getting on here, we can do anonymous interviews, so you can be unknown. But DM us at Your Vibe Tribe Podcast on Instagram and follow us there.
And follow us, of course. Awesome, guys. Well, happy Friday. Start drinking if you haven't already. And we will see you on our next show. It's a show.
Friday. Our next episode.
Our next episode.
We're still figuring it out, but we'll see you next Friday.
Bye, guys.
Bye.